What I'm going to show you guys today is my version of a potato and cheddar pierogi with a pancetta and onion sauce. I'm starting off with 2 big Yukon Gold potatoes. I am peeling them. Let's do, pieces about like this. How do we know if our water is salty enough?
Taste it.
All right, 2 garlic cloves, smashed to take the skin off. Boom, right in our pot. So we get to pull out the big machinery. This is the dough hook. And this is going to knead for us. Oh, look how nice Chef Ann is feeling today. We're going to start off with 2.5 cups of flour. Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt. Do scoop and sweep on this guy too. Okay, lock it shut. We have 1 egg. A whole stick of butter. Whoopsie daisy. All right, and so I'm gonna turn this on and I'm gonna get it going. Now, we need 1/4 cup of cream cheese. Okay, now we're gonna add sour cream, which is something that's a little bit also wet. So, we take a little look-see. Ah, my dough really just all came together. So now, let's just take a minute or so and give it a little bit of a knead. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour on my board and knead it for another minute going on there. Then saran wrap and let it rest. All right, here we go, just about. Now, let's do some grating. Think about how A, all the flavors are going to be working together, and B, like how to handle it. So, in the meantime, let's talk pancetta. So this is for this sauce for my pierogies. So I'm cutting, I'm gonna do about 4 or so slices of this. I'm going to take this pancetta and I'm gonna throw it straight into my saute pan. So here we go. So, I just give it a little squeeze of olive oil. It's like to get everyone started. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. Ooh, all right, all right. So I would say these guys are done. I would recommend highly take a spider to take your potatoes out of the cooking liquid and then save the cooking liquid, because where do we have to cook the pierogies? In boiling water. Right. You must mash when they are hot. If you don't, you will get, instead of getting like lovely, creamy, delicious, mashed potatoes, you'll get like rubber balls, starch balls. All right, so look at what we have here. Oh my gosh, so bad. Right? All right, so inside here, I have my cheese. I have a little bit more cream cheese. I am putting about another 1/4 cup in my filling. So look at my bacon, really nice and golden. Yes. So I'm just gonna turn it off right now and just let it hang out while I work on something much more emergent. So I will say though, my filling even looks like a little bit firmer than I would want. So why not? Let's put a little bit of that in there, huh? I'm just gonna kind of spread it out and put it in the fridge for a little bit, but I really am liking the texture. Take my pancetta out of my pan so the fat stays in there. I'm going to dice about 1/2 an onion through the middle. like that. We put the cut side down, the flat side down, hairy end facing away from us. We cut to the back, but not through the back. Then we start with the back of the knife and we pull it through one time like that, and then we can go downtown. And then when we get to here and it's tall and tippy, just tip it forward. So that's what we're looking for, diced onion. We have our pan here. I'm gonna turn it onto a medium heat. And I'm going to sweat these. So definitely a decent sprinkle of salt because this will help pull the water out of the onions and concentrate the onion flavor that's in there. So chives, cut off the tough, woody ends, just one time through, very close together. So keep the big part covered, the big piece. We're gonna give it a squish. So give it a little dusting of flour. We put it in, we connect this little peg. Okay, so give your dough a little bit of a dusting of flour. Okay, we start off, make sure it's on number 1, the beginning. That's the widest opening. Okay, we put it through. So, see what I've got going on here? I'm gonna flour it a little bit. Put it through again. Now, if your dough is feeling sticky or tacky, give it a dust of flour, all right? So look at what my onions look like, and they smell really nice and roasty, toasty, and bacony, don't they? All right. All right, make sure you have a little bit of flour underneath, not crazy amounts, just a little dusting of flour, okay? Okay, now I have to go get my filling. Keep it covered. This is heartbreaking if it dries out on you. So we have a paintbrush, like not ever bigger than this one, you guys, all right? And so we dip it in the glue. The water is the glue. Because think about it, we already talked about it. What happens if you get water and floury things together? What does it make? Paste. So a small amount of this and paint the house, okay? So then, cut these guys out. Now, I take about that much filling, kind of give it a little squish flat, maybe even a little less than this. Then, what do we do? Fold it up and really pinch it shut.
Fold and pinch.
A little sheet tray, the dusting of flour. So really make sure you go back and pinch all the way around, okay? Let's just finish up this whole shooting match, right? Okay. All right, so I have my onions in there, so let's get this pan nice and heated up. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken stock in there because I need a saucy part of my sauce, right? So look at what I have going on here. Okay, so nice, a lot of boil going on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just kind of keep it moving a little bit because this will help those things come together and stay together as a sauce. See how everyone's like hanging out on the top now? Okay, and look how beautiful they look, all right? And then we go into there.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna put my bacon, my pancetta back in there. Now, if you wanna turn these over so both sides gets really nice and coated with the sauce. So now look at my burners off. I'm sprinkling in my chives at the very last second. Why?
You don't want them to cook. They don't overcook.
Right, so they stay beautiful and green. All right, and then let's plate, okay? nestle everybody around together. Now I'm like, oh no, where did my sauce go? So you can always just do this if it gets away from you. Couple of drops of chicken stock, like really very little. Now we will finish with a tiny bit of more chives. All right.